Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Money Matters Top Tips for Success, where each and every day I bring on new business owners, entrepreneurs, and executives and have them share their top tips for success with you. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres. Keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, moneymatterstoptips.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Mark Westlake on the line, and he's CEO and founder over at GearBrain. Mark, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks. It's great to be here.
Oh, man, so I'm excited to get into this. I mean, you have a patent-pending technology, the GearBrain. But before we get into that, which I'm excited to learn more about, I do want to get into what you're doing over at GearBrain overall. So first, just tell us a little bit more about the company, please.
Sure. I started the company about 4.5 years ago because I saw a problem emerging with the Internet of Things or IoT. I saw, and it was mostly on the consumer side. And after being successful on building a number of successful digital properties, I decided that I'd go out on my own to help solve this problem. And the problem is connectivity and compatibility, right? Everybody was focused on the technology, how the Internet of Things, how it all connects, but nobody, and really how it works, but no one really connected the dots. So I created GearBrain to connect the dots. But I also recognized that it was, the consumer was being left out of this. They didn't know what Internet of Things is or IoT. All they wanted is simplicity, right? Tell me, why I should buy this product. Tell me, how this product's going to help me, and really make it easy for me. So over the last couple of years, what we've seen is, as we're educating people, that the problem was nobody was really helping them. Now that they had Amazon Echoes and Google Assistants, no one was helping them how to use this and how to pull it all together, and they have a hodgepodge of devices. So GearBrains is what we've done is we positioned GearBrain and we focus GearBrain's content and everything on helping the consumer understand the compatibility and connectivity, which has emerged now into this new platform, which you just mentioned, which is kind of unique and different. And nobody is focused on this, and we've got a really, really good head start on something that we think is very, very special.
Man, I love it. And I'm excited. I mean, I know in the pre-show we were kind of warming up, and you're like, well, everything we're going to talk about is going to make your life easier, and it's more simple. And it's like, and I'm like, Mark, tell me more. We got a lot of business owners, entrepreneurs, executives listening right now. They got a lot of complications in their life, and if they can have some things made a little bit simpler, they're in. So let's just get right in. Tell us all about the GearBrain.
So the GearBrain, the first version of it was designed to help you understand what works with a single connected product, whether it be an Amazon Echo, Google Assistant, Samsung SmartThings, Philips Hue Smart Lights. But as people added more and more devices, what we've done is we've created this patent-pending platform that now, as a user, you'll be able to, this quarter, we're just finishing up the last pieces of the platform, and we're going to do a soft launch middle of this month, middle to the end of the month. And what it's going to do is a user will be able to come in, and they're going to be able to find, and very simply, it's totally free. You log in, and you'll be able to find devices that work with whatever device you want or devices that you own. So imagine if you are sitting at home and you have an Amazon Echo, or better yet, let's say you have an Echo Show, all right, and you want to buy a doorbell, all right, or let's say you have the Ring doorbell, right, and now you want to find out that I want to unlock the door while I'm talking to the user who just rang my doorbell through my Echo Show. A lot of people are having problems like, where do I find that? How do I do that? Well, the GearBrain is going to be a very simple platform where you go in, you say, okay, I own an Amazon Echo Show, I own a Ring video doorbell, what smart locks? All right, you can find, and it will show you all these smart locks. But let's say you want to go a step further and say, I want a smart lock that works with those two, but I want a touch screen, solid brass, battery powered, right? Or it's not battery powered, but it's also, I can work with all those devices. You can go down to, we're tracking 270 different product attributes. So not only can you find devices that are compatible, now you can find a very, very specific set of products that meet the criteria, which, and the way, if you try to do that on Google, and we're not saying don't do Google, Google is designed to search. You're looking and you have to do a lot of work. We're taking all that work out of the equation and just making it simple for you to find the devices. Now, the best part about this is once you find the devices, and you could see the devices and you can see how much they cost, where they're being sold and everything. Let's say you buy the devices. What ends up happening next is you could store all these devices into your profile. And the benefit of that is, one, you'll never have to save an owner's manual or a user guide or anything, because in the GearBrain, when you come to a product page, based on the search result or results of finding products, we pull together all the most important product information that you would want, whether it be the technical specs, links to customer service, links to user manual, FAQs, how-to videos. Everything is compiled into a product page, and you as a user now can store that for free in the GearBrain, so that whenever you have a problem, you can go and just go to the GearBrain, you click on that product, and there it is. You've saved yourself, it could be hours or it could be minutes, depends on how good you are surfing and looking for information, but it makes it really simple and easy for you to find the devices, whether it's troubleshooting, buying compatible devices, or just, you want to get updates. Right? You don't want to fill out the warranty card. Fine. We're going to allow you to do one click and we'll fill it out for you and we'll store it in your profile. So the whole premise of simplifying and making it easy is what the purpose of the GearBrain is, whether you buy a product, store a product, or just want to have that available for you at any time, any given time that's beneficial for you.
Man, that's awesome. What kind of response or what kind of feedback have you received on this? Because it sounds amazing.
Oh, it's great. We had it, the first version did very, very well. We had very, very high click-to-conversion rates when people came to our site and saw, all right, they went to a page, what works with Samsung Smart Things, and all you got was you could filter it by product category. So, like, I can look at all the smart locks that work with Samsung Smart Things, right, or what have you, and all it had was just a link to our review or a link to buy the product. And those buy product links had a very, very high, click-to-conversion rate. And we anticipate the same, probably even higher here. We've actually had people, even though right now all the product pages are optimized for search and are live, they're in our sitemap, we haven't released yet the user interface to allow you to kind of search for compatibility on multiple devices. That's what GearBrain second version is going to be. But we anticipate it to be very, very high. And, right now the one thing the reason I'm doing this, besides to help the consumer, was, we started off as a media company, and I recognize media companies, it's very, very hard. I knew, being a revenue guy in my background, that you have to diversify your revenues. You can't rely just on programmatic or e-commerce or combination. You have to have multiple revenue streams, because right now, Google, Amazon, Facebook, social media, they take 80% of the marketing dollars that are going to digital. So as a publisher, you have to think of new ways to generate revenue. And what I realized was that, okay, what did these big guys do that was really simple and easy? They helped the consumer. They made it easy, micro payments. So we've developed this. What the GearBrains can help us from a business perspective is going to add multiple revenues or enhance our existing revenue, but it's also going to allow us to create new revenue streams, whether it's licensing data to installers or retailers who need help in educating their sales associates, for the consumer that comes in looking for multiple, looking for a smart product that's tied to multiple devices, right? That's a big challenge for them, and that's what the GearBrain solves. And retailers, they only focus on their ecosystem. But if you're a consumer walking into a Walmart and you want to buy a smart lock that works with Amazon Alexa and your home security system, you're going to have a hard time because Walmart doesn't really sell Amazon Alexa devices because they don't want to compete with Amazon, right? Plus, they don't sell home security systems. But you, as a consumer, want to buy a smart lock that they're selling, and you want to make sure it works with your home security. They can't help you. The GearBrain can help you. So we want to be totally agnostic. We want to be, the place, you come, whether you're, looking for Google, Amazon, Apple, any device, any connected device in the world, because the GearBrain is designed to be a global platform. You'll be able to look for plugs that have a European plug, or you're looking for a smart thermostat that works on a European power grid, right? You'll be able to search for all those. And it works with Amazon, Google, Apple, or other locks or other systems. We have over 2,500 devices and growing, and there's over 250,000 different types of connections the platform can provide for the user, and that's growing every day. And we're scraping the data, pulling it in, and then we're working with brands because we give brands access to the product page to assure that the technical specs and all the information is accurate.
Man, that is awesome. You got me excited, Mark. I'm over here like, is there what's the term for the GearBrain adopters? Are they like GearBrain gearheads, or what are we? That's awesome. What's the community called? The Gearites, or I don't know.
The GearBrainers, that's.
Oh, I love it. The GearBrainers. I'm in. Like, I want. Like, do you GearBrain? I love it. Mark, I love what you're doing. It's great. It's great stuff. Great product, making people's lives simple. That being said, if somebody's listening to this and they want to learn more about GearBrain, what's the best way for them to do that?
Well, the best way is to go to GearBrain.com, right? GearBrain.com, you'll learn about, what we do. We have product reviews. We have news, reviews. What's interesting, and we were talking before about Friday's test day. When we test products in real homes, because in real life environments, because you can't do it in the lab, you can't do it in the office. You want to see how these products perform under normal connectivity, which is found in the home, right? So you'll be assured that all the information is there. The GearBrain there's the first version is there. We're going to be rolling it out later this month. The second version, will be promoting it on social media. You can follow us on Twitter. You can follow us on Facebook, GearBrain. You can follow us on Instagram, LinkedIn. And we're also going to have a YouTube channel, or we have a YouTube channel, and we'll be posting a bunch of videos on why is the GearBrain important for you, and kind of not really how to use it, because it's very simple to use, but show you different ways you can use it that'll benefit you as a consumer, because nobody's focused on the consumer like we're going to be focused.
That's awesome. Well, hey, Mark, really appreciate you coming on the show and sharing more about all the great stuff you're doing over at GearBrain for the GearBrainers out there. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. Hope you had a lot of fun listening. We had a lot of fun making this for you. If you did, don't forget, subscribe to the podcast. If you're watching this on our YouTube channel, Money Matters Top Tips, love for you to subscribe, of course, but don't forget to leave us some comments on that video. Love to hear your thought process on GearBrain, the technology, the Internet of Things. Let's keep the conversation going on our YouTube community. Love to hear from you. And Mark, thanks again for coming on the show.
Thanks, Adam. It was a pleasure.